What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Marvel Bros. And on this pop culture news update, we'll be checking out some Steppanwolf's new look from the Snyder Cut, some new stills from the Mandolorian, Hawkeye set photos, and much, much more. So make sure you guys tune in and make sure you check out our website, www.marvelbros.com, where we are also live right now with this. Check out the link in the description where you can follow it to our Discord. Join our Discord, hop in on those open discussions that we have about all the different stuff that's going on. And Christian, tell them where they can check out our socials.
Yep, and like Mark said, don't forget to check out our social medias at MarvelBros23 on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, don't neglect to check out our YouTube channel where we're starting to post all of our stuff that we record here on Facebook goes to our YouTube channel. So
I think we're all caught up, right?
We're all caught up.
Yeah.
So,
and don't forget to drop a like and a share on this stream because it helps out tremendously, and we appreciate it a lot. So go ahead and start us off, Christian. Let us know what we're getting into.
All right. So first thing, I believe we have a new season of DC Titans coming up. I believe it's coming through HBO Max, and we have a new look at Starfire. I didn't watch the latest season.
I didn't finish the latest season, I should say.
I wasn't too big of honestly, I don't know. The animation was just too big of an impact on me as a childhood. So I wasn't a big fan of her Starfire. But this setup that we have going on right now.
Yeah, this is pretty nice.
This is working.
Yeah, it's way better than the other one. I was very irritated with the very first season because the entire first season, if I'm not mistaken, she had on a freaking like trench coat
purple
with
bomber
fur on it. Like I was like, what's going on? I was so confused almost every episode. I was telling Remy, I was like, what's happening? Like, this isn't, like, what is this? Like, who asked for this? Because it wasn't me. And, but this is a step in the right direction, I will say. It's far better. And I didn't finish the last season of Titans, but on the note you were saying this is going to come out on HBO Max. I just saw today when I logged on to my Roku that you don't actually have the DC Universe app anymore. It literally says no longer available right there. So RIP to DC Universe, but everything is going to HBO Max, so that's kind of cuts down on a payment that you have to, do. If you have the HBO, if you have DC Universe, you don't have to worry about having DC Universe and HBO Max. And you know what I mean? It's just everybody's kind of getting to the package deal. And I think that's awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
That's just something that I wanted to, shed some light on. But moving on up to the east side, let's go back to here. Oh, Deadpool 3 is officially in the works, yo. That is amazing. I think that's awesome.
I couldn't be happier, especially with Disney, and like Disney Star coming into play with Disney Plus, bringing in the R-rated content. I think it's exciting.
I think that would be amazing.
Hold that thought, though. Apparently, my computer is not plugged in. It's about to die. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay, for sure. Let me see. Oh, I think I heard it plug up.
All right, we good. I was like about to die. I was like, what? I thought I was plugged in. I was like, oh no. But I think this is exciting, and especially if we have Ryan Reynolds back, and now that it's technically Disney owned, we have a lot more tools at Disney's disposal to make this movie Deadpool. So that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. And something that I just thought about right now is I would love to see the Hulk and Deadpool together. You know what I mean? I think that'd be
pretty cool,
especially because we have Professor Hulk now. We see he's trying to be a little bit more humorous from that, from what we saw in Endgame. But I think that would just be really funny to see them fight. Kind of similar to how him and Wolverine fight and have like that issue with each other. I think that would be something pretty
Bro, what if we
cool
get like a Deadpool versus the Marvel Universe?
That would be dope.
We just need to kill everyone. And
that would be crazy.
That would be insane. Like
that would be insane.
I love the comic book so much, and so I think that would be like super left field if they did that. But I think I think that's exactly what I think. As soon as they say that, fans are gonna trip.
They're gonna go crazy and love it.
So
I agree. It would be awesome to see.
But moving on, this one is heartbreaking because I loved the first season. Black Lightning is officially getting canceled after the season 4 of the series. Hopefully, they basically make season 3 the finale and not leave us hanging. But it's really unfortunate that the series is going to.
That is super unfortunate. But to be honest, I really didn't even keep up with that show like that. But I know that it was good. The first season was good, and then it kind of lost my interest a little bit. But I think Black Lightning and Luke Cage kind of dropped at the same time, and I was way more on Luke Cage because it was Marvel. You know what I mean? And so I was way more into that. But nevertheless, it was still dope. Like it was still really good.
It could do better on Netflix or HBO Max.
Yeah, I agree.
Possibly. They could make it a little more grittier. Definitely if they wanted to. But I think it'd be it's a huge loss that it's going to be canceled. It really is.
Yeah, I agree completely.
But hopefully they get bought up because it is a CW series. So hopefully, HBO. I wouldn't be surprised if HBO Max continues the series. I feel like it might do better through there, like an episode to episode basis rather than like an all at once type of thing. But we'll see how that happens. What do we got?
Honestly, coming up next, brother man. Whoa, what am I? Hold on, I don't know. Oh, my bad. Let's check out the. Oh no. We have our first look at Iman Vellani as Miss Marvel through these set photos. Whoa.
Oh, go ahead.
I thought that was me. Let's take a look. Now, Christian, I know you said that you had something to say about this, and I know that I have something to say about this.
Okay, so
I'm going to let you go ahead and go first.
When I first saw this, I was like, either that's not CGI'd, we just don't see the full effect going, or like that's literally a helmet she bought at the bike store. And
it looks like a Nerf helmet that you would get from Walmart.
And there's a set photo. I don't know if it's one of the set photos I have here, but one of the behind the scenes videos that they showed during the Disney's Investors Day literally showed her and the kid that was on the bike, I think, with her, looking at helmets, and this was the helmet that she was looking at. So I'm like, man, what? So what does that mean? I don't.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the show, but
I am excited for the show. Don't get me wrong, but like I said from the last, I don't know if we had set photos before this, but the last time we had mentioned this, it said I was like very adamant about this reminding me of like the Kim Possible Disney movie that they had created, and how everyone was talking so crazy about it when it first initially came out. Let's take a look at this next photo right here, because this kind of capitalizes a little bit on what I'm saying. It kind of looks like the kid right here is boosting her up, you know what I mean? And if you know who Miss Marvel is, she has powers to where she really shouldn't need anyone to help her up or help her to do anything,
Maybe she doesn't have them yet. Maybe she doesn't have them.
That's what I was about to say too, is maybe she doesn't have the powers. We're not sure what the storyline is really of this Miss Marvel series, but I mean, I'm just saying, when we see like when we have seen the the Falcon and Winter Soldier set
Yeah.
photos, they look a lot better than, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but this may be a suit that she created herself, similar how to it was in the game before she got her actual suit. So if that's the vibes right here, then I can feel it, because you see, I think this is a Captain Marvel helmet that's on her backpack that's right here, and then she has an obvious Captain Marvel helmet too. So I don't know if she's like superhero vigilante or if she's just like vigilante, no
like
superpowers,
super fangirl, like, and then like maybe doesn't even know how to use her powers. Maybe she doesn't know how. Maybe she doesn't know she has powers. Maybe like, or she doesn't get them until later in the series. Maybe
like she doesn't have them yet.
Yeah,
we're seeing like a super backstory.
Just like her being a almost like a kick-ass type of hero, and then all of a sudden her powers get activated through the Terrigen gas somehow, or however the MCU is going to do it. Because that's something we also don't know. Because like I don't know if they're going to utilize what happened in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or if they're going to.
That's what I think we discussed that last week.
Do something different.
Will they be like? It's worth it though. You know what I mean? It's definitely worth using the series to kind of make it cohesive, and hopefully with the Disney, what is it called? Disney Star?
Disney Star, yeah.
Hopefully with that we can see like maybe Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. like kind of make a darker turn a little bit. You know, I think that would be really amazing, especially with like Secret Invasion and stuff like that. I hope we see. Are we going to see Agent Coulson in that? You know what I mean? Like, is Secret Invasion going to be the new Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Will they utilize the characters from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., since we're probably going to be seeing Sword and S.H.I.E.L.D. kind of simultaneously go back and forth? That just brings up a whole bunch of a lot more questions. So I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole right now. But yeah.
Okay.
What else do we got, man?
Let's see. Well, I know some of us have very huge opinions of how Steppenwolf was portrayed in Justice League, but we have a new image of what Steppenwolf would look like during Justice League Snyder Cut, and it's 100% an improvement, hands down. I was blown away. But what are you thinking on this one?
Honestly, man, when I initially saw, what was it? Was it the show that they released during their Disney, not the Disney, the DC fandom? Was that what it was?
Yeah.
We had seen it. Yeah, man. When we had initially saw this, and we kind of saw his armor just kind of shine, I remember we kind of had that nerd moment, like, oh shit! Like, this is what it should look like. Yeah, like this is what it should have looked like from the beginning. And man, I love it. That's what I'm gonna say. I love it. Like
he looks like an ancient warrior ready for war. Like, you know,
literally.
Like the dude we got in Justice League, just like he looked like he was a warrior, but he just didn't look as ferocious as he probably should have been. Like I look at him and I'm like, I don't see him being like that big of a threat. But looking at him, okay, I might be a little more cautious now.
It's like, do those like thorns on his armor shoot off?
Yeah. You know, and so I think it's really exciting that through the push of fans that we've been able to accomplish getting a Snyder Cut, making it possible. And now we're getting closer because it's supposed to come out summer of next year or sooner, somewhere around there.
I think it's summer next year.
So this is exciting. I can't wait.
I am super pumped.
Hopefully I have HBO Max by then. I'll probably get it sooner, way sooner, because there's going to be a lot of stuff coming up later. Talk about that later. But should be cool.
And moving right on along, we have some Netflix has released its first look at Shark Boy and Lava Girl in We Can Be Heroes, set to be released worldwide on New Year's Day.
Huge.
That's awesome.
Huge.
That is awesome for sure.
I will say though, because the creator of this is the same creator who made the first one, and then I think Spy Kids.
Oh, really?
I believe so. And the CGI that they're using, I don't want to say is the same, but for whatever reason, I think it looks better in the old stuff than it does now. It's kind of weird. But like this particular, the way she looks now, looks way better before than it does now. Like they're using too much CGI on this almost.
Oh,
like before they use a little more practical effects, and then they use the CGI to kind of make it look better. But here it's just like 100% CGI with lava. You know?
Yeah, I agree with that. I have not watched the trailer to this yet either, so I don't really know.
I've like vaguely skimmed it.
I honestly wanted to watch it with Jay, kind of record it and let him see it and be like, oh, record our reactions and shit. So,
what do you think of the original Shark Boy not returning?
Man, I really think it was that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think they went about replacing him in a good way. You know what I mean? Because honestly, when you think about it, no one is going to really remember. You know what I mean? No one's going to really expect it to be, what is his name? Taylor Lautner, I think.
Lautner,
yeah. And I doubt even, like, I don't know if Jay will be like, that doesn't look like the same Lava Boy. Not Lava Boy, but Shark Boy. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. But Lava Girl being the same makes sense. You know what I mean? That's awesome because, I mean, she looks like she's grown. Like, even when Remy saw, she was like, oh, yeah, she looks like the same exact person, just grown. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And I think they have don't they have a kid together or something like that? Or what is exactly going on?
I think they do.
She looks like, even when you look at this picture, she looks like Lava Girl, but she's definitely on a shark. So
yeah, kind of encompasses both powers.
Yeah, it kind of exactly encompasses both powers. That was a good way to put that, my nigga.
And then I think the series, I think the movie itself, though, I think centers around a group of kids coming together to have to save the world after their parents, who are all heroes, kind of fall to the said villain in the series, which I don't really know what it is.
It would be awesome if we saw George Lopez come back as Electricidad.
That would be cool. It comes in to save the day. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
But moving right along, we got
moving right along. Oh, yeah. This is you, bro. My bad.
We have our first look at Joe Manganiello. I think that's what you say his last name. As Deathstroke in Justice League Snyder Cut. And for starters, we didn't get to see him in the first Justice League because Josh Whedon. But I'm excited. He looks so cool.
Yeah, he looks freaking dope.
Like, he looks like he can like kill Batman. Like, that's that's what's important here.
I really hope we could see like Arrow in this. You know what I mean? Cool. Or something like that would be dope because he's lit.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get like a cameo for. I don't know. Like, there's so much that I think that was taken out of Snyder's like original cut that we'll finally get to see. That he probably is in the movie. We just don't know.
Literally.
This is exciting. This is super exciting.
Definitely exciting.
I wish it was in colors because I would kind of see what the and
like what they're going for with his.
We kind of saw some test footage years ago when Justice League came out, but beyond that, it was really blurry, and then it just never happened. So I'm so happy.
Yeah, this is dope, and he did a wonderful job as Deathstroke in Arrow. I really didn't see the Deathstroke that was in Titans like that, so I don't really know how he was, but I know when I think of Deathstroke, this is who I think of in my mind's eye.
Yeah,
I mean, sure. So Yeah, that's amazing, and I can't wait to see what he's gonna be doing. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think is gonna be his role in the Snyder Cut Justice League?
You know, well, in the end of Justice League, I think it's kind of teased that he like freed Lex Luthor and like making the what is it, the Society of Evil or something like that. Or, I can't remember. I'm probably saying that wrong, and I apologize to DC fans. But I think that's where they wanted to go with after the first Justice League. But I think I don't know if that's exact. I don't think that's what Snyder wanted. Maybe it is. I don't know. But because part 2, I think originally I think part 1 is supposed to end. It was supposed to end with like the Earth being destroyed because what's his name? Apocalypse comes and destroys everything, and basically that whole apocalyptic landscape scene was actually happened, and then like part 2 was them actually coming together to defeat him, and type of thing. Like that's what was supposed to go down. But now this is a whole different ballgame. I don't know.
Oh, that sounds awesome, though. That sounds awesome.
Of stuff. We got
I am pumped to see this new Snyder Cut. It's supposed to be what, 3.5 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of. So. It's about the time of Endgame, if not longer. So that's definitely going to be amazing.
And I think they did say they were going to do like 3 or 4 parts. But then I just
coming out at once, or
I'm not sure.
Okay, so this is my real question: is each part going to be 3.5 hours, or is it like part 1 is the hour, part 2 is an hour and a half, and then part 3 is like an hour?
Yeah, something like that. But then I saw another report where they're just going to release a 4-hour cut and not make episodes. So, which I'm fine with either or.
I'm fine with either or, man. Because that's going to be dope, and I know it. Like, that's going to be amazing.
The episode method will kind of leave you in more suspense. Probably make it even better, honestly.
Honestly, and if they make it actual, like if they give like us like an hour each one, you know what I mean? Like a real hour. Like, because I mean, look at Mandalorian. That was those weren't even hour episodes. I don't think not one of those episodes was an hour. I think the longest one was probably like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And at the beginning, they still give you a back, like what happened on last time. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if they give us a flat hour each, four episodes of an hour each, the limited series go around, I think that would be amazing, bro. Oh, that would be dope. I'm loving it. That would be awesome.
Okay. What have we got up next?
Oh, coming up next, man. This is something that I hold very dear to my heart. We got some new stills released from the latest, well, not the latest episode, but from the Mandalorian, featuring Ahsoka Tano, man. And Ahsoka is that one, yo. She's the one.
Yep.
And can we just take a second to shout out this actor for, definitely killing it as Ahsoka Tano? Can we do that? Because she definitely killed it. I was like, whoa. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, whoa, this is what I picture when I see Ahsoka in the live action form, you know what I mean? Especially being older, like how we said, coming off from Rebels. She looks pretty dope. And her like head thing.
Is this before or after Rebels?
No, this is after Rebels. This is definitely after Rebels. Especially if you look at the age of well, I don't want to talk about spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen the newest Mandalorian, but you already know what I was about to say. The age of who, and then we take that, and then remember we even did that in the last episode. We tried to match their ages to see how old they actually were and stuff. So yeah, this is dope. This is dope. She looks awesome. She did her thing. This is my favorite still right here. Of course. And you should already know.
Bro, that whole intro of that episode was freaking insane. Like, she's just cutting down people.
This episode was freaking beautiful, man. Like, she was doing a thing. Like, her show would be amazing. I need to make this like my background or something.
I'm so
Because the
sad
white,
that we never got her like in the prequels. You know, like not even
yeah,
a
I think
glimpse of her.
it's pretty lame.
Because I think her lore as a character would be way better if she was talked about in the prequels.
Hmm. I agree completely.
Because it wasn't until after the prequels came out that we got the Clone Wars and introduced her to the canon
White
storyline.
Pig is dope.
Yeah.
Facts, man. That shit is lit.
Luckily, season 7 kind of helped blur the lines a little bit, but still, that kind of sucks that we never got a chance to see her before.
To see her in action, and because even her storyline gives you so much understanding to why Anakin becomes Darth Vader. You know what I mean? Like it makes his story cohesive, if you will. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because to me, before I even watched those ones, like I literally never even considered it. Like I never really, no, it never made sense to me as to like from the movie standpoint as to what would make him just immediately be like, bruh, nah, forget this. Like, it was obvious that there was a lot of shit going on in the background, but you never really got a sense of what that shit was.
Yeah.
And then but peeping the show and then seeing Ahsoka go like you know what I mean, like her growth in the show and everything, and it's just like, oh yeah, bruh, that's lit. And then how she was like, I'm not gonna leave you again, like bruh, tear. You feel me? Like
that was literally the best episode ever.
The one manly tear that hangs in beard hair right here that just falls and dissipates. You know.
Yeah, you know. Rebels was such a good watch, and for those of you guys that don't know, Ahsoka Tano plays a pretty key role. It's just like the influence of like some of the main characters in the show, and like we definitely see a lot of character development between her and Vader and Ezra. And oh my god, it's insane,
bro! It's all like she plays a key role in the Mandalorian story, and you know what I mean, like truly, like she truly does amazing things, like within the storyline of each show. And I hope that we see multiple areas and aspects of her life within this show. You know what I mean? Much with how we feel about if we ever get a Vader show. You know, we want to see like not just one specific aspect. We want to kind of give us a couple years. You know what I mean? Like give us like the episode. One episode can span across time. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't really need to. We just want to see him freaking murder all the Jedis. Like, let's see him execute Order 66 as Darth Vader, you know? Let's see that in, like, one season. And then the next season, we're in another part of his life where he's doing, you know, other amazing things. Like, I think that would just be amazing. And I don't know why.
Following a series of Inquisitors. Like, just following, like, that'd be pretty cool, too.
That show would be dope, yeah.
You know,
from the beard hair though, yeah, Dwight, like the one tear from the beard hair just falls.
Dang, I'm so happy she joined the show. I just can't wait to see the new Ahsoka Tano series coming out and see what direction that show's going to take. Hopefully, we can find Ezra Bridger at some point.
I definitely thought Ezra Bridger was going to be.
I thought it was too, man. I really did. I still had
man. I'm heartbroken a little bit, but anyway, The Mandalorian is an amazing show. But still,
moving right along, WB has revealed their plan to release all of its 2021 movies on HBO Max and in theaters at the same time. And some of the movies that you could see include The Suicide Squad, Matrix 4, Dune, The Many Saints of Newark, Godzilla vs. King Kong, Mortal Kombat, and Space Jam: A New Legacy. Those are just some of the movies that you could see, but they're all coming to HBO Max. This is insane.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? That's one of those. Like,
that's RIP to theaters right there.
RIP to theaters, man. Like, especially in the time that we're in right now, where things are definitely getting a lot more hectic with the row. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are not about to want to, you know, risk it if they don't have to. That's the main thing, is if they don't have to. And then that is going to just free up the space in theaters for for other moviegoers, like for the diehards that are really gonna go there, like, and there's not too many there's not too many, but there are. There are a lot, but I don't know if it's enough to keep the theaters sustained. Much like we talked about in one of our previous episodes, where you had stated that they're allowing people to rent out the entire theater. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, man, it's like, RIP to the theaters, man. Like, we just gonna have to start getting bigger TVs.
And you know what, though? Ever since they made that announcement, they've been getting a lot of flack. So, and a lot of actors and directors are kind of like, yo, like, you can't make that decision without talking to the people that are in these movies. Like, it's a breach of contract, this and that. And so
I remember that was the discussion with Wonder Woman. That was one of the things that she brought up. You know what I mean? Because their pay is very much based off of the intake that they get from what's it called?
Box office.
The box office, yeah. So it's just like, and once again, man, this brings up our consistent argument of how do you measure the amount of money that is being brought in from streaming movies. Man, I'm telling you, that's something that we're gonna have to make a real video on one day, because it's just,
and like we talked about before, like at least with Netflix, they pay their actors according to how well they think their series is going to be. So say if it does poop and they give you some money, you might have walked away with a lot more than you should have gotten. But if it does really well, you're kind of out of luck. That's what it seemed like, at least. Well, from what we found. So
I agree.
If it's just too good and it continues to grow, like, you're stuck with how much they paid you initially, unless there's something else that we just don't know about. So.
Yeah, but it's just wild, man, and what's gonna happen? You know what I mean? What is this new era that we're going into of the streaming and the movies? Like we just said, the Soul is coming out. You know what I mean? Do you have to pay for it when it comes out on Disney Plus? I know that was not supposed to be a Disney Plus exclusive. I know that was supposed to come out in the theaters because we talked about.
Hopefully, with the latest news of a new stimulus thing coming in, a lot of the theaters that are struggling get the support they need to hopefully push on longer than they already have. And hopefully everyone we can come back from this in due time. But I don't know if it's going to be coming in anytime soon. So
yeah, very unfortunate.
We'll have to see. But
definitely.
What do we got up next?
So coming up next, man, almost at our final announcements, but coming up about one of the last ones, let's check out some on-set photos of the upcoming Disney Plus series Hawkeye. Now, these new photos are pretty nice.
And some of these photos were some of the first photos that I think were released, revealing that Kate Bishop was being played by
I got you.
Steinfeld, or I don't know her last name. The Bumblebee star, singer, performer. She's pretty well known.
Bumblebee? What are you talking about?
Yeah, she was in Bumblebee. She was the main. She was the main actor of that movie.
Vera Farmiga? Is that? No, that's the wife.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, no. What? Eleanor Bishop. What? I'm confused. Swordsman. What? I put Hawkeye cast and it gave me a whole bunch of
Haley Steinfeld. That's what it is.
Haley Steinfeld. There we go.
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why that was. I don't know why I couldn't remember her name. Like I've seen a lot of movies with her in it. But I don't know. What do you think these photos mean? Like, we really don't know a whole lot about what's going to happen in the show.
Haley Steinfeld also played Gwen Stacy in Into the Spider-Verse, if I'm not mistaken.
She did. That's true. So she's already in the MCU technically. But
yeah, she's in the what is
the animated Yeah.
Sony's universe of Spider-Man characters.
Skunk.
Skunk. Yeah, Skunk.
But
yeah, we see her with the bow right here. We see her in like this purple dress thing. We see Hawkeye rocking regular clothes. Kind of looks like he has some blood on his forehead.
Looking like they're in quite a hurry there.
Yeah, definitely looks like they're moving. In this next one, this still right here. This this photo, it makes me really think of the Netflix show Jessica Jones. That's what this like. She gives me real Jessica Jones vibes right here, like big Jessica Jones vibes.
Maybe she is a private investigator in the show. That would be cool. I wouldn't mind that.
That would be cool. Actually, yeah, that would be cool. That would
it
really
would make sense, especially when she would utilize her bow if she needed to for self-defense type of thing. Oh, gotten some technical issues, but that's okay. But let us know what you guys think about this series. We're pretty excited for it, but we'll have to see what happens because a lot can happen. And this is one of the shows that we should have gotten already, possibly, I think, if I remember right.
No, I don't think we were supposed to have this.
We'll see.
Were we?
You're muted, Mark. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I don't think we were supposed to have this one yet, if I'm not mistaken.
But it looks pretty good, though. I mean,
the set photos are nice. Don't get me wrong. I want to know who this dog is.
It's a squirrel.
What?
We just don't know. It's a squirrel living as a dog.
Oh, a squirrel. I thought you said a squirrel. I was like, what?
Another creature similar like the one that was the cat and
the Flarkin or whatever?
It's Flarkin in the shape of a
Flarkin.
dog. Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
A dog Flarkin.
She gets a scar from the dog,
Loses an eye.
Yep, loses an eye. It's all fun and games. But yeah.
And what do we got next, Christian?
Well, we got some new posters for Wanda Vision, and now these are just some of them. I know there's a whole bunch of others more, and we'll probably make a whole other video on those all together later on. But these pictures are basically, or these posters, I should say, are basically set in a specific era, and you can see how time progresses, what happens through these posters.
Yeah, in this first poster, we see, I don't know exactly what it is, 1960 or the 50s. I think this is the 50s, like the top hat, this type of TV.
Yeah.
Black and white TV. I think it's kind of like the 50s era. And if you look in the top left-hand corner right here, the wallpaper is peeling, and you can actually see what looks like reality is kind of distorted. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe you're seeing WandaVision's powers right there.
Yeah. And it might be like that peeling of the wall represents like her weakening grasp of the reality that she created.
Maybe not necessarily reality, but her mind. You know what I mean? Like she's losing her mind the more and more she's trying to create this new reality.
Yep. And that's why I think about it, because she can make some serious damage. Like really.
House of M, baby. That's where
That's
we're headed, man. That was gonna be lit.
That's gonna be intense.
I want to know whose top hat this is. I think this was the top hat that Vision was actually wearing that we see in the trailer when he takes the hat and he shakes his face, and then she does like the bewitched nose thing, and then he goes from a robot to a human. I'm not 1,000% on that, but I believe that's what it's from.
Maybe I know the Scarlet Witch and like I guess you could say what's a magic person called? I can't think of magician as a magician or sorcerer. She comes up like that in like comic book covers quite often, I feel like. And so I don't know if it's like I don't know if that's like a homage to some of the comic book covers out there, but that could be also what's happening.
like the whole bewitched type of vibe and whatnot. I feel you. Um, just kind of like a regular little plant right there. We see some. What is this? Just a light bulb and a little chandelier like thing.
Yeah. TV is black and gray, so nothing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then coming up in this next one, what do we see in this next one, Christian?
So this is a whole new era. The plant got bigger. We have a new light. The TVS color. It's a new TV. And I can't tell if that wall is ripped or it's just a hole.
We see it's in the same area as the wallpaper peeling, but this time it's a hole in the wall. Still showing that reality is, warped.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, this is kind of the colors of the portal that we see. Damn, I can't think of her name. Monica Rambeau.
Yeah.
The portal that she flies through. It gives the same very similar colors to this. And just kind of some fruit on the TV, like Christian said, just marking the next era really of time that she has manipulated everything to go to. Because this is definitely going to be a pocket universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's awesome. These are great photos.
It's cool because it kind of confirms what we've talked about for so long over I think the first day we learned about Wanda Vision, I think we talked about how I hope we get it in eras. Because we heard it was going to be in the 60s, but it'd be cool if we could see the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s to now.
Exactly.
And to see that come to fruition is awesome. So.
It really is awesome because that's exactly literally because it's like not only that, and I really would love to see her children, quote unquote, grow up as well, like with these time jumps and the progressiveness that we're going to see. Yep. And then for her to come out of the pocket dimension when she does, I can definitely see Wanda knowing that Vision is gone, trying to bring them all out of the portal still. You know what I mean? Like not wanting to leave her family behind. I can even hear her saying something like, I don't want to leave my family behind. And then someone like, maybe we see Clint, Hawkeye, we see him come in like, but we're your family too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm down for any of that, man. I'm down for it all. So I'm juiced. WandaVision is WandaVision still coming out this year, or is that
it comes out early?
Oh no, January 15th. That's right. On Javion's birthday. That's right.
It kind of sucks because we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna get it before the end of 2020, But
because we thought that was gonna be the one thing that we got this year.
But instead, we got D20 or Disney Investors Day. That's all we got.
Yeah,
and Soul and everything else is next year.
Marvel, man.
But next year, though, the whole slate it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be amazing. I'm ready.
Later as well. In another video.
Yeah.
But yeah, and with that said, guys,
that wraps it all up in a nice bow.
Don't forget to make sure to follow us on all of our social media accounts on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at MarvelBros23. Also, don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. Leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
And don't forget to drop a like and a share on the stream, as well as check out our website. That's www.marvelbros.com, where you can check out our merchandise. You can watch our videos live just like we do right here on Facebook. And you can also donate if you want to help us out with what we do around here. All merchandise purchases, everything that you do, it helps us out even more around here to give you some more great content.
Yep.
We're going to have some podcasts coming out soon of our last episodes as well. So the same way that it's on YouTube, you'll be able to listen to it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I think that's what it's called. Apple Podcasts and all that good stuff. So that'll be coming out soon as well. And yeah, man, thank you guys. And you can also check out our link in the description to join our Discord, where we always have open discussions and talks about like the newest episodes of The Mandalorian. We have the latest comics that come out. You can see what they are. You can check them out there. We got everything. So just check us out. And we appreciate you guys being here with us today. And we will see you on the next episode of Marvel Bros.
Peace, guys.
And Excelsior.